They don't got the balls to do anything like how the legit Nazis did back in the day. But they still stupid and they shouldn't be here. They are here. Do not come to Florida right now, bro. They are here. They are on I-4. I've seen it myself when I was driving to work one day. My friend also had posted it on his story as well. They are at Disney. They're everywhere right now, all right?
Stop shaking it.
My bad. Mr. Franklin. You don't want the phone?
No, I don't want it to fall. You don't have to lean on it. Just let it exist. I only paid $30 for that, bro. I don't know if it can sustain that weight.
Yeah, you calling me fat?
No, I'm calling it cheap.
My own girlfriend of 5 years. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be on Reddit joining the incels, man. I didn't say you were calling me cheap. I called you calling me fat.
Hey, ain't no fat shaming going on here.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
Hello, my name is Noel Christie. I guess I'm a special guest now for this episode. Who knows if I'll be back?
What's the name of the show?
The world? No. Closet of Thought.
Oh, okay. All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I guess I'm here in the closet.
We're sharing a mic because the pieces that I brought from fucking Amazon are cheap and decided to die on me on my third attempt. Third time's a charm, they say.
That's how it be, man. That Chinesium be going too hard. Chinesium is a term for whenever you get a cheap product off of Amazon, Wish.
You gonna get us canceled?
I know all y'all be shopping on Shein. That's Chinesium. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just, take good care of it.
Canceled.
Take good care of it, that's all.
What's happening with Reddit, Noel?
Most of the Redditors are currently on strike due to the upcoming changes to Reddit's API. Basically, there's a lot of third-party Reddit apps that allow people to scroll through Reddit, and they're about to be getting charged out of their buttholes in terms of cash. Some crazy charges.
Not the booty holes.
Most of the Redditors are quite upset with that. The CEO even came to answer some of their questions on one of the R subreddit, and most of Reddit is closed today. It was closed yesterday too.
Some indefinitely.
That's what they say, at least. That's what they say. We'll have to see how it goes.
I've been trying to participate in the protest by not opening up Reddit, so indefinitely we will be doing Quora content, a cheaper and less popular site.
Man,
or a least popular version of Reddit. But hey, it's already getting some sour feelings out of Noel, so I guess it's doing something right, huh? What the fuck?
Damn. Do we be bleeping? You be bleeping?
No. The only thing I censor is grape, the R word. Yes. Everything else, like, if you're offended, this is not the channel for you. It's not for kids anyways, so...
We gotta put a disclaimer up?
No. It's not my job to parent.
That's true, man. Get your kids off social media, man. Not that my parents did a good job with that, man, but you know what I'm saying. Get your kids off social media. They're talking about banning that, I think.
Banning what?
Kids on social media.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I don't remember where I saw it. But I remember you were cheering. You're like, yeah! Why is it illegal to give a child up for adoption once they're not an infant or baby anymore? I want to give my 12-year-old daughter up, but I'd be charged with abandonment. If I give her to foster care, CPS will try to reunite us, not adopt her out. Why is it wrong? Why is it illegal, Noel, for her to give up her 12-year-old daughter?
If this was on Reddit, this would belong in the subreddit R-A-I-T-A, aka Am I the Asshole?
Sir.
In this case, I'm not too sure if this lady or man is wanting to participate in R-A-I-T-I. We all know where she would end up being. She or him.
She or him. I worked child protection for 15 years. Wow. If you won't give her up, you will be charged with abandonment, as you should. I know they won't try to reunite you if you abandon her. That's quite a dilemma you have here, isn't it? So call CPS. You have already been involved with them as evidenced by your post about charges of abandonment. You're not new to this. The state will try to adopt her out, but she's 12. Not likely that she'll be adopted. But that's not your issue, is it? You don't want her. That's the bottom line. Try calling her dad or her mom if you are her dad, and ask the other parent to help you with this. The child's dad or mom will be charged with abandonment as well, as they should. Or family members? Ever considered family members? Do you have a church? Maybe you can talk to your pastor. Or not. So, 12 years. You have had her for 12 years and now you're done? Pray for this child. Call your child welfare agency in your state and tell them you don't want her. And tell them you don't want reunification. I haven't said that in a while. You want to relinquish your parental rights. Oh, you won't be off the hook in terms of child support. Parents are required to pay to support children, even for ones they don't want in their care. I have had numerous cases where parental rights were terminated and they were required to pay child support, even though their rights were terminated. Parents are still required to take care of their children. Don't have children if you can't take care of them. It took you 12 years to figure out you didn't want kids?
I mean, I completely understand not wanting to have kids. I would like to think that 12 years with your child would be enough time to bond with them and understand their quirks and their features. 12 years is a lot of time. It's just surprising to be that they would want to do this now and not earlier.
It's really late. At this point, now you are leaving lasting effects on the child. They're going to remember this abandonment. You can't remember when you're younger, or not much, but now this will always be fresh in their mind.
A lot of these questions on Core, man, I swear they be faking.
They have to be.
I like
they
to
have
think
to be
that
trolls.
Yeah, I'd like to think that maybe this is another one of those fakers. But if not, then hopefully this child is not suffering from any emotional or any type of abuse.
I wish the best for that poor kid, if this is true.
For sure.
Why do liberals think that sexually explicit books should be available in school libraries?
Did you ever read any of the books that have been banned? And Tango Makes Free. This is a story of two male penguins adopting an egg, based on the real story of two male penguins of the Central Park Zoo in New York City that adopted an egg and had a chick. An absolute porno for primary school children.
Oh my god.
And Harry Potter. I mean, what kind of rotten nut would consider HP sexually explicit? Gosh goodness.
Gosh goodness gosh.
The list that is included in the books like Hucky by Alice Sabold, in which she tells the story of her grape and how she survived it. Clearly this book was on high school's bookshelves, but not in primary schools, as in elementary school libraries. Makes sense to keep it up to a young adult audience. And it also takes in a particular crooked mind to consider a grape scene as a sexually explicit scene and not more like a trauma one. It's like considering a murder the same thing as birth. And it includes The Kite Runner. I actually read The Kite Runner in high school myself, and that one actually has quite a passionate scene. It involves growing up in war-torn Afghanistan. I believe it's actually somewhat of a autobiography. Perhaps some of it was dramatized, but I believe that was the case. And yeah, that one had a crazy scene towards the end. Let me just say that. His best friend, let's just say, remember, grape is not explicitly limited to women. I'll just say that.
Yeah, let him know, Noel, let him know.
Crazy book, I'd say that. But a good one to read and to understand that, our world is definitely not a simple, happy-go-lucky place. And at the end of the day, it's saved for high schoolers. I'll go ahead and skip down to the modern classics, like, indeed, To Kill a Mockingbird. That's another one that we read as well. Just in general, the whole person's point here is that some of these books have been pulled because they have adult themes. And that's very important to remember, that is not porn in this case. Some of these have no sex at all in any form. What these books have in common isn't sex. It's the fact that they help a person to grow. Book banners don't care about sexual content. They care about content that develops the youth's critical thinking and the ability to take on stereotypes and prejudices. Book banners don't want people to be able to think independently, especially if they are young or women. All I'm saying is this reminds me of the times back in the old Western days. I've been playing a good amount of Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's how the game even started right there. They talking about banning books, and that's a freaking Rockstar game. It's meant to be like Wild West Grand Theft Auto. It's crazy and wacky. And they talking about, I don't want my wife reading. my wife shouldn't be reading. And we out here bringing that stuff back, but with the kids, you're gonna end up with some maybe not so smart kids in the future or something. I was saying, whenever I was in high school and school like that, we was not talking about any of this crazy stuff that conservatives be going on about CRT and this, that, and the third. And if it was CRT, it was in the classes where it mattered, like history and stuff like that. It was never as crazy as they going on how it is right now. And maybe that's changed. It has been 5 years since I was in high school now, but I'd like to think nothing has changed that much.
Not drastically, at least. Nobody's shaming anybody for history. Just trying to tell it. That's all.
Facts. It's important to know, because if you don't know, you're gonna end up
repeating the same mistakes. Yes, sir.
I'm definitely in the closet now.
Now we're actually in the closet.
It's kind of big enough to be a walk-in closet, you know what I'm saying?
It's a half walk-in.
Half walk-in, I ain't complaining, you know what I'm saying? She ain't too shabby, man. She ain't too shabby.
What are a few big money mistakes that most Americans make? Where do I begin?
Man, bro. Money talk, bro. I suck with money. I'm on this.
Maybe I don't want to read this whole thing.
It ain't too controversial, because, hey, man,
we all got money problems.
A lot of us be struggling with some money. It's okay, though. We just trying to get ours, though. We gonna get ours.
Why are there more LGBT plus people in Gen Z than previous generations? It's amazing how a group of people can flourish when they're not being hounded literally to death. More people are out these days because in most places it's less dangerous to be out. Less of us are being pushed into silence and conformity, and less of us are getting hate crime to death, which helps the numbers too. The lack of boomer LGBTQ plus people isn't because it's more popular now. Many were murdered by their peers, died from government inaction during the AIDS crisis, committed suicide due to lack of social supports, or have had to live in the closet due to their peers' cruelty.
I can say me and my boys growing up, we definitely could have been a little bit better with our politically correctness. I definitely wasn't hating on none of my fellow LGBTQ plus people that was growing up with us though. But definitely is a lot more common now, and I mean, we're a part of Gen Z, but we're on the older side of Gen Z, I'd say. It's definitely good. It's definitely good. And even then, it says lack of boomer LGBTQ plus people. It is even becoming more common for them to be open as well. We see it in our media with The Last of Us as well, stuff like that. And the more of it, the better. At the end of the day, we want representation as African Americans, so why don't they deserve representation as well?
Representation as blacks, Negroes.
I do be a black.
Yeah, man, gay people have always been around. It's just because it's more accepted nowadays. They still have many battles to fight. Yes, they do. But it's more accepted now than it's ever been. Not more of them, they're just more open now.
I think they were gay back in freaking ancient Greek times, man.
Yeah, man.
At least pretty open, or at least more open than you would expect for ancient times.
Y'all might think this is something new. You think this is something that the libs pulled out of their ass. But no, they've always been around. They've always been here. Why do liberals believe that abortion is an acceptable form of birth control? Oh my goodness. Wouldn't a better solution be for liberal women to keep their legs shut? As a board-certified obstetrician, did I say that right? And gynecologist, I have never seen a patient use abortion as birth control. I know that doesn't mean anything to conservatives. They lie with impunity. Women can only get pregnant 3 days per month. Men can initiate a pregnancy 365 days a year. Perhaps the answer is that men should keep their peace in their pants.
I try to. I try.
Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah.
Which screenshot deserves 1,000? Well, I don't want to say the number.
101,000. 7K up points. Wait. 101. Man, you killing me. Alright. I know how to say it. It's because I'm on camera. How do you say it, man?
101.7 thousand. Baby. It's wrong all along, bro. Like, you can't say it. 101.7K.
Crap. Who knows?
It was a trick question.
I guess so. They got me.
I don't even know, man. Like, why would you put the K there?
You ever been too nice and ended up in a situation that you could have avoided if you had just been an asshole? Yeah, I guess so. That does happen a lot.
Me especially. I'm too nice to people.
He didn't get the 101.7K.
Oh.
I still hate Cora.
No, I mean, that's fine. We're on here for you to shit on something. So share why you hate Cora, Noel.
It's just the questions, man. Like, they be having the stupidest questions. Is having an undergraduate GPA of 3.7 bad? What the hell? That's good.
Is having a 4.0 GPA bad? Will it ruin my chances of getting into the college I want to get into?
Because now I don't even know if this is stupid or if this is an actual concern. My wife is pregnant and just accidentally ate papaya. Is there any way to save the baby? The baby gonna die from papaya. I mean, I can't even blame the baby. I hate papaya. Smells bad, tastes not too good.
Well, it says he'd die if he was given papaya as a baby.
For real, I would die. You might as well take me out. Maybe I needed to have it as a baby so I get used to it or something, you know? Trial by fire. I'm not eating papaya, man. Yeah. I'm a mango man.
Mango man?
Mango man. I don't know if this is a real concern, though, so now I'm actually kind of curious. Hi there. I'm sorry to hear that your wife accidentally ate papaya while pregnant. I understand that you're concerned about the health of your baby. The good news is, there is no need to worry. Papaya is generally safe for pregnant women to eat, as long as it is ripe. Unripe papaya, on the other hand, contains a substance called latex. Like freaking condoms?
Plastic?
I guess you know where my head's at.
That was my second thought. It was like, condoms are plastic.
Balloons, let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Balloons, which can cause uterine, contractions.
Oh.
However, even if your wife ate a small amount of unripe papaya, it is unlikely to have any negative effects on the baby. If you are still concerned, you can always talk to your doctor. They can give you more information about the safety of papaya during pregnancy and can offer you peace of mind. In the meantime, there are a few things you can do to help support your wife and her pregnancy. Make sure she's eating a healthy diet, getting plenty of rest, and avoiding stress. Don't be stressing her out with your concerns about the papaya, man. Let her eat her papaya.
Let her eat her goddamn papaya.
As long as it's right. You can also offer her emotional support and let her know that you are there for her. That always is important. Thanks, man. Mr. Roy, but you get the facts. They be asking some really weird questions, man. Simple as that.
Worse than Reddit.
Core questions are just stupid. Reddit questions and topics can end up being weird. Cora is stupid. Reddit is weird. I can't deny I be spending some time on Reddit. I ain't in the subreddits that Maya be talking about though. I didn't even know they really exist. They do be some crazy subreddits, but I didn't know they had ones like that. Maya be looking at ones where they like as a black man and some other one. What was the other one?
The right can't meme?
Yeah, there you go.
The fascist?
Is that a one?
Something like that.
Crazy. Either way, you get the vibes. Reddit can be a good pace of learning and stuff like that, depending on where you go.
But Cora will rot your brain.
Facts. Even some of the answers be stupid. I'm just like, what?
Why are you out here writing?
Yeah, man.
You need to go back and take an English class.
100%. This is in concern of Joe Biden and his tendency to be a little bit touchy-wutchy.
Are we not doing this?
With the kids. Anyways.
Hold the mic, bro.
Why does the left criticize Trump for supposed accusations of inappropriate touching back in the 80s? Did I say Trump?
You did, yes.
Okay. But ignore the pictures of Biden literally sexually inappropriately touching children on camera from like a year or two ago. It seems like in this picture, as he claims, Biden is simply consoling his grandson at one of the funerals for a family member. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's for sure. How y'all feel about Tom and his and how he be kissing on him? I mean, it's whatever, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I never got loved enough. Who knows? But it's okay. See here now. I gotta say though, there do be some photos. Maybe it's Instagram getting to me, and the way they be editing it and stuff, man. He be getting a little bit touchy with these. There's the one little girl one touching up on little girl, rubbing up on her shoulders and stuff. There do be a good amount of them. You can't just point out the one picture and not the other ones. I hope he is definitely not touching no kids, because then we have a situation on our hands, to say the least. Sorry, because I'm just fiddling with it. I be fiddling. Maya the mumbler, Noel the fiddler. I be fiddling.
You be touching, moving and pacing and...
I be getting it.
I wanted to add that sometimes society likes to demonize men, like how you might be looked at wrong for being a kindergarten teacher as a man, or a nurse, or where you happen to be a caretaker. It's like,
Beta! You teach kids that are younger than 6 years old? Beta! You take care of old people in the hospital, but you ain't a doctor, but you still went to school and you became a nurse?
A nurse? Beta!
Beta! Beta!
sound like a goat.
I definitely see where you're coming from, babes. You know, we shouldn't poop on anybody for their choice of profession. I came out of high school and went to car school. So typical, right? And I was a mechanic for about 3 years, and then I switched sides. I went behind the desk and I was service advising. Had a nice remote position last year, but still in the car world. And yeah, at the end of the day, it wasn't really for me. The way they be having that pay and everything like that, it just ain't for me. Look it up if you want to know how mechanics get paid. Flat rate. We get paid by the job, basically. And if there ain't no jobs, I don't get paid. I'm trying to get me some hourly pay. I need that as a mechanic. More places be doing it now, so perhaps maybe one day I'll go back. But for now, I'm switching to behind the desk. I ain't standing up working on the cars no more.
No more manual labor.
No more manual labor for now, right now with Noel. Trying to become a software developer, you know, on my Bill Gates. You know, my fucking Steve Jobs bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They actually didn't really do too much software development. They were just kind of figureheads, if you guys didn't know, and that's how it be sometimes. If you heard what I'm doing right now?
Beta!
You wear a bucket hat?
Beta!
You wear long sleeve shirts?
Beta!
You got Harry Potter glasses?
Beta!
Damn, bro.
I'm breaking it. This is my side. I messed up my side.
As he always does.
That's how it be. You shouldn't have to be judged for your choice of profession or anything like that.
It's okay for men to work with children too. All men are pedophiles.
I hope.
He said, I hope. And by no means am I defending Joe Biden. He is not my favorite person.
He too old, man.
A little too old for his profession.
We were talking about it at work today, man. The Democrats be putting up a bunch of them freaking
unpopular candidates.
Yes, candidates that aren't really that likable and stuff like that, and then they expect.
Why did we lose?
What happened?
What? How did he get elected?
There's one thing I gotta say, man. That boy Trump, he can talk.
He definitely got more liveliness than Joe Biden. I'll say that.
We'll have to see what happens there. We might have a criminal as a president with the way things going.
Goodness. I'm scared for 2024, but
it's gonna be a crazy year.
It's gonna be crazy. Something's gonna go down sometime or another soon. Whether he wins or loses.
Simple as that.
If you like what you see, subscribe.
Press that like button.
Oh yes, please like. Give me the likes.
But y'all be real active. Like Maya is very appreciative of all the.
I really am,
all
man.
the what's the word?
Feedback.
Yeah, the feedback and all the.
Never thought I'd get this much feedback, man. I'm not used to all this fame. I got 69 subscribers, and I'm like, oh.
Hey, nice.
Got that cash. I like doing this, whether it pays or not. I'ma be here.
She having a better time than me. I went back to college. This shit a struggle, bruh. Homework fighting back, bruh.
Fight back.
I was in car school, and whenever I had homework, it was paper and stuff like that sometimes, you know, definitely. Not that I ever had, like, take home work on the car homework. That never happened. But whenever it was homework, it was always with cars. No essays, no nothing. Good old worksheets. Answer some questions. Test my knowledge. Yeah, man. Always applying whatever it was. And I will always vouch for technical schools. I could have definitely had a good career if I stuck with it. But it's all good. I'm about to be happier. Working remote.
Ain't nothing wrong with the career change.
Yeah, man. I'm having a midlife crisis at 22. Yeah, well, I mean, I just turned 23, but it was all happening. I just turned 23. Yeah. Basically last month. So, but this all happened before. So, a midlife crisis at 22.
Pretty young to be having a midlife crisis.
Hey man, it's all good.
I want to argue Canada's decision to ban assault rifles, which ironically, their stupid liberals can't define, is an infringement of their constitutional rights. But why did Canada celebrate it as if it's a good thing that people cannot defend themselves? Copied from a post I saw somewhere. I will also say I'm biased, as I was in one of those shootings, St. Pius X, 1975, when Robert Poulin shot up our school. Canadian here, your neighbor with cold winters and sensible gun laws. Did you know we've had 11 school shooting deaths? Not this month or this year, but total in history. Unheard in America. And absolutely no deaths in elementary schools. Why? Because gun laws save lives. Listen, it's the damn guns.
There is definitely no reason for all these shootings to be happening. We've already had a lot more than, perhaps not more than 11 school shooting deaths this year, but there have been school shooting deaths already this year. I don't know if it's more than 11, but at the end of the day, just in the past year and this year as well, there's been a lot more than 11 school shooting deaths. And that's just the schools. Who knows what might happen in more and more public places. We haven't had any movie theaters or anything like that, but there's the crazy guy that shot up the freaking showing of the Batman movie. I believe it was one of those A states, Arkansas or something like that.
Arkansas.
You could just be wanting to chill and have a good time, watch your movie, go to the mall, and you gotta fear for your life. And that's sadly our lives here in America.
Yeah, man, I don't
we
even
could
go
get
out.
a gun ourselves to protect ourselves at the end of the day, but that don't have to be the way that it have to be. I like to compare America to one of my favorite games, Cyberpunk 2077. And I know a lot of y'all watch anime out there. Perhaps you've watched the anime on Netflix, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Same thing. I like to compare it to that whole world. We ain't that bad yet, but we on our way. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. A lot of corruption, a lot of unnecessary death, the guns, big pharma, big cotton, big guns, big cotton was banning the hemp back in 1930s, and we ain't had no hemp for our clothes and to smoke, of course. Big cotton had a big effect on that. Big everything. Corporations and money is what rules around here.
America runs on money.
And I mean, I'm trying to get my money at the end of the day, but it don't have to be as bad as it is. A lot of change needs to happen, to say the least. It's rough sometimes. There was something I seen somewhere. Somebody said on, I can't forget which social media platform it was, but they basically said that America is a third world country with a Gucci belt on.
Yes, wrapped up in some nice looking wrapping paper.
Nice wrapping paper and some gaudy looking stuff. Perhaps a little bit exaggerated with the third world countries. I'll go second world or whatever. I'm not sure if second world is a thing though.
It sure has a lot of developing to do.
We like to act like we are developed, but there definitely needs to be some reworking. Just a lot of unnecessary death. People die every day. That is definitely the truth. There's a lot of unnecessary death that happens here. And I mean, at the end of the day, that there's a lot of countries where, yeah, it's even worse in terms of gun violence. So we gotta do better. Don't be like them.
Be like Switzerland.
Yeah, man, they got guns, but they got it set up to where, you know, people ain't dying. Look it up. They just like us in a way when it comes to guns, in terms of, you know, how much they love them and want to be around them. I've been shooting ones myself. It's fun. Can't deny it. At the end of the day, it ain't gotta be like this. We need more restrictions, laws, this, then the third. I'm saying we need more restrictions, and I'll be complaining about laws that be affecting me.
Well, we need them at specific places.
Indeed.
Where you can use an item to kill somebody.
In fact, other such bad things like that.
It's one pull of a trigger. Pew pew.
Hopefully me and Maya will be traveling next year. We're gonna be hopping around. We want to try out Europe and see what it's like over there. That's gonna be nice. I hope we'll get to see what it's like in different places. And that's how you learn. It's easy to feel like you're in a bubble here in America, just because everything's so big
And convenient.
Big and convenient. Texas is bigger than the entirety of France. Maybe not bigger, but at least same size. And France is its own country. So easy to get trapped in our own thoughts here. Easy to forget there's a whole world out there sometimes.
Indeed.
Lots of different countries are definitely figured out their gun problem.
Yeah, we're lagging behind.
Simple as that.
There's some quote I saw on Reddit. No way to fix this. It says only country with this problem.
Facts.
There's nothing we can do. Other countries have never had this problem before. There are no guns on other countries. Guns are solely an American thing.
That's not the case. Switzerland, for a good example.
Look to Switzerland on how they went and they implemented gun laws as quick as possible. Some guy tried to shoot up their... You okay?
Bugs. That's a bug.
Oh, It's a caterpillar. My bad.
That ain't no normal looking caterpillar.
It's a hairy caterpillar.
Man, that ain't no hairy caterpillar. That's an alien. That's a whole alien.
I guess we'll do one more post and then wrap it up.
Yeah, first video, yeah. Well, not first video, I've been here before, but first
podcast type video.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah. What on earth is going on in the state of Florida? This ain't even a post, bro. This is an ad. Man, I wish I could tell you what's going on here. I've been here freaking my whole damn life. Not my whole life. I've been here since I was 5. That's a long time, though. It's about to be 20 years. I cannot tell you what's going on in Florida.
Something every damn day.
Something every damn day.
I can't
Y'all
keep
always
up.
be talking about the Florida man this, Florida woman, blah blah blah. That's my everyday life almost, man. I be seeing it. I be seeing the Florida man. Sometimes your next door neighbor.
Sometimes you see him walking downtown at night.
Yeah, bro.
At 2 o'clock in the morning while you out clubbing.
And of course, now we
Like
ain't even got that's the Florida man. We got the DeSantis.
The Florida maddest of them all.
Yeah, the biggest Florida man. A whole ad that led to freaking Florida memes. What a great way to end the episode as Floridians. Where are y'all from? Leave it in the comments, man. People always be asking me where I vacation since I'm from Florida. Anywhere but here, man. Simple as that.
Anywhere but fucking Florida. I hate it here.
Miami be cool sometimes, man. But that's only because I ain't from Miami. I'm in Orlando, and I'm always surrounded by crazy freaking Disney tourists, man. Crazy Disney tourists. And Universal ones, too, man.
Disney
It's
Nazis
ridiculous.
as well.
We do be having those. We do be having those.
Nazis.
We do be having those.
We
Do
got
y'all
Nazis.
have Nazis in your states now, or is that just a Florida thing? I'm just trying to find out.
Nazis
Yeah, we
in
got those.
2023.
We got those.
They back.
I hope it's just a Florida thing. Please let us know.
Florida man arrested for assaulting girlfriend with fried chicken.
Publix chicken.
Oh,
I can't blame him.
not the Publix chicken.
I can't blame him. She tried to take it from him. I wouldn't beat you with it. I'd have to definitely run away at the very least. And Publix
don't
chicken
even-
be popping, man. I could go for some of that right now, man.
I can go for food in general.
Yes, man.
I only had a grilled cheese today.
We're going to get food.
Gotta get food. Food. I don't understand this article, bro.
It's a whole crazy, stupid. It's one of them crazy, stupid ad websites. It's mostly ads. You see? It's mostly ads. But yeah, they're trying to be funny and so.
They're not.
Maya said these are some horrible Florida memes. Man. These are some absolutely stank Florida memes.
I just don't get it is all. I don't get it.
Let me see if I get any, because I haven't really been paying attention.
Take the mic.
This ain't even Florida. Whatever this ain't even Florida. I just wanted to say that now.
Florida ain't got no hills.
Yeah, facts. We ain't got no hills. Maybe this is
Fucking
Ocala. Like, give me some actual Florida news.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, you got me with that one.
Y'all be fighting? Y'all be going down like that in Jacksonville? I feel like that's more like of an Orlando thing. I don't know if that's really a Jacksonville
Fighting
thing.
everywhere in Florida, I guess. Who knows?
What's going on in Jacksonville?
I don't fucking know.
There's just so much to this state. I can't even tell you what all of it's going
We
down.
live here and we can't keep up.
I'm down to collab critical, just calling it out now. I know you be doing some crazy stuff down there in your freaking Tampa freaking fortress, wherever it is. If you ever down to collab, bro, at Nomoto, that's NOM0, cause I'm cool, TO on Instagram. Yeah, hit my line. Maybe I'll start my own channel, perhaps, maybe one day. And you can hit my line, critical. Just, I'm calling it out now. He's a Florida man too, for all y'all that don't know. And maybe y'all don't know him, and that's okay. But either way, I'm down to collab, critical. Just calling it out now. All right. I'm sorry.
Don't come for me, Charlie.
That's his real name.
Don't come for me, Charlie. He's just a guest on my show for now.
I gotta put my time in, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a beta. And hopefully I'll level up a little bit, become an alpha status.
One day you'll be an alpha. One day you'll be bald and rich like Andrew Tate.
Me?
Yeah, bro. Bald and rich.
All right.
And Jeff Bezos.
What's up with that? Baldness and being rich. Not all of them are bald, but it can be a common
What's
theme
his name?
sometimes.
Fucking unfresh?
Unfresh.
Or is it unfit?
Yeah, he be
Because
balding.
fresh is already not fit.
Yeah. That's the whole point. So fresh is fresh. Yeah, like you said, unfit.
Unfit.
Yeah, we talking about fit, otherwise known as what was it? Starts with an M. Marlin. Marlin? That's freaking... That's Finding Nemo, isn't it?
I don't know. The twin sisters.
He be balding too. That's the whole point.
He put on them headphones and the lines.
Maya
I gotta stop talking.
She always pointed it out.
Like, don't come for me.
Come after us, guys, man. They're from Florida too, man. We love the publicity. Put us on your show. We can talk it down. We ain't gonna have no good conversations, I'm sure, man. Y'all racist. That man racist.
Racist as hell.
I'm going freaking the things he did to me, man. I thought he was black too. That's the crazy part. The whole point that this article is showing lots of craziness in Florida. Lots of craziness.
It's not just where what goes to die, it's where your brain cells go to die.
You can say that again.
Anything goes in Florida except gay. Don't be gay.
Yeah.
And don't say gay.
Definitely, my heart goes out to all of my fellow LGBTQ plus people out there right now. And definitely, especially
Happy Pride!
Indeed, especially during this Pride Month.
Happy Pride, Happy Pride, Happy Pride.
The remembering of the Pulse shooting was yesterday, because that was indeed about 5-6 years ago now.
Was that the one here in Orlando?
Yeah.
Oh, at the gay club. It's real sad.
Lots of craziness in Florida, man. I'm trying to go see other places.
It's crazy everywhere, so what's keeping us here, right?
Facts. What is my job?
Need to give him a raise, need to give him a raise.
You might see this one day.
Hey, yo! Well, now we can wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you for having me, and this was a good time, and I hope y'all enjoyed my presence. Thank you again for watching.
Thank you for watching.
And don't forget to leave us any feedback. I really want to hear some answers to my question about the Nazis in other states. I would really like to know if that's just a Florida thing. They are here. Do not come to Florida right now, bro. They are here. They are on I-4. They are at Disney. Yeah, they're everywhere right now, alright? Alright. I'm just saying. I've seen it myself when I was driving to work one day. My friend also had posted it on his story as well. They are here.
Just wanted to get that cleared up.
I mean, they're probably just looking for attention because I'm sure they aren't. They don't got the balls to do anything like how the Nazis did back in the day. But they still stupid and they shouldn't be here. So I really would like to know if that's just a Florida thing. Please leave us some feedback on that and anything else. Thank you again.